Kandi and the gang. Child. So the other employees that work there that we don't really know. Child, they running and telling Don Juan. So this was the episode where everybody ran and tell Don Juan something. On this episode, child, they running and telling Don Juan that Brian, he been hiding wine and liquor in his purse. Or some allegedly, child. They say they been finding box wine left up under his shoulder, his arm, or something. I was just like, Lord, what's going on? Now, on a serious note, we all know Brian's story. We all know Brian's story with alcoholism and his unfortunate passing of his sister, which really took a toll on him. And we know of everything that has happened with him. It's just things that he's dealt with. If you watch the Speak on It with him and Kandi. So he has been doing well. He is recovering, but I imagine you do have your days where you may have a setback or so. So anyway, Don Juan, he goes to talk to Brian. Don Juan kind of has an interesting way of showing that he cares. He kind of gives that tough love, kinda. He kinda is smart and a little slick at the mouth at times, but underneath it all, he really cares. I guess it's his way of caring. Maybe he's not that emotional kind of person, but he actually really, really cares about you. So he was giving Brian that, and they had a good conversation. And, the main thing with Brian is that they just want him to be okay. And whatever he's doing, they just want him to just be smart about it and control it. And don't let it control you. So we praying for Brian. Brian is my favorite person on the show. I love Brian. And there you go. So Chandrika is still going around asking people who told. Was it you? Chandrika's still going around telling people. She like, yo, was you the one that told? Went back and told Kandi and Todd what I said or whatever. And so she goes up to Ricciardo. And he said that no, it wasn't me. So Ricciardo went straight to Don Juan and said that Chandrika being messy again. She running and telling stuff. Don Juan pulled Chandrika out to the side to talk to her. And she was just like, nah, I mean, I ain't been doing that really. But I just been trying to figure out who was the one that told on me. Who was the one that said it? Don Juan looked at that lady straight in her eyes and said, what if I was the one that said it? And so she was shook. She didn't know what to say. She was like, I mean, but I didn't say nothing. He was like, no, we verbatim got you on the camera. We got you on the video camera. We got you on the line saying that you said that. That you can make more at Family Dollar, and saying that Kandi and Todd don't give two shits about OLGs. That's what you said. She was shook. She didn't know what to say. Like, child. Well, I guess I said it then. What now? What you gonna do when I come for you? Okay. So, she was like, child. And, there was, she admitted to it and laughed it off and stuff. But, yeah, Chandrika, I guess you can't trust nobody, child. Nobody but your good friend, Unique, child. Her ass ain't never there. So, child. And you went up to Melvin, you went up to Patrick, you went up to Branden, all them big grown men, and they all lied straight to your face. So, hey, what are you going to do? What else is going on? Let me think. So Philip, Todd, Kandi, and Don Juan met up. And this is when they was getting ready to give the roast to Branden and Tom Unique. Child, they had a video camera of them being in the pantry. Somebody told one of them to go in there and get some rice, some jasmine rice, And you know, they just went in there and hunched around the rice and the canned peas. So I don't know. I don't know what was going on. Um, Branden called Dominique. I remember the episode. He called Dominique in the pantry to come in there and smooching and hugging all up on each other and all that kind of stuff. Kandi was cool with it, but you know Candy's a freak of leak anyway. So Kandi like all that kind of stuff. So it didn't bother her. And plus she sees it as her and Todd met at work as well. And so, you know, hey, but Kandi, that's bad business. It's too close for comfort. And it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Because of the favoritism of it all. And it's just, eventually it's going to end up being a problem. How don't she see that? But, you know, after talking to her a little bit, she ends up finally seeing it a little bit, child. I was like, child, that Kandi. She probably want to join in, Kandi. So what happened? Yeah, let's go ahead and just finish that out. So, Philip and I think Don Juan met up with Branden to talk to Branden about the whole situation with Dominique. And, you know, Branden, he pretty much didn't have nothing to say. And he was like, you know, well, we're going to have to figure this thing out. This can't be happening. Philip was like, we have already talked amongst each other that maybe you should go to the other restaurant, Blaze, and you know, work it out or do something. And Branden was like, or Dominique can go to another restaurant. You know, I'm willing to, you know, make things work, whatever have you. You know, maybe we can send her off somewhere. And I said, this nigga here. Branden, you were the one that pursued Dominique. Dominique, she liked you, I'm sure. She thought you was cute, I'm sure. And all that good stuff. But she wasn't pressed on you like that. You was pressed on her. And now you done got caught smooching all on that lady when you supposed to be looking for the jasmine rice. And you know, now the managers and stuff done found out. And now they say that y'all gonna have to break up, or we gonna have to split y'all up at the different restaurants or something, because this can't go on. And you're gonna say, oh, you can send her off? Dom, you need to get up off that floor, twerking, and realize what's going on behind the scenes. Stop being the creative person and be the business person this time. Because you see that. How quick that nigga threw you up under the bus. Ooh. I like y'all. I like both of y'all. I like everybody on the show for the most part. And I'm learning to like Philip. See, at first I didn't like Philip because of Philip, right? But I'm all about fairness. I'm a Libra. I'm all about being fair and treating everybody the same. And now I see the treatment is the same for everybody. So I'm cool with that. Although I did think he was a little mean to Brian and Torn, to be honest. But now that I see that he's willing to chop all of them off, it's no favoritism when it comes to Philip. Philip will get you together regardless of who you are. Now I can say that I'm starting to like Philip. Because at first I just thought that it was just a thing. Maybe he just had an issue like with, you know, even if you're all gay, there some gays think they're better than other gays. And some men in the gay community who are more masculine, they don't respect the men in the gay community that are more feminine. And so I thought that maybe that was kind of one of the things that was his issue, especially with Brian. And I thought that maybe he had a crush on Torn. Or maybe it was the same issue with Torn. I don't know. But yeah, so you know, it was all kind of things going through my mind. But now I see that Philip seems to be for the right thing. And so now I can rock with Philip. For sure. But anyway, yeah, I was just like, ooh, child. Branden been the problem. Branden don't do nothing. I know you're a manager, but you don't do nothing, sir. When things are backed up when they need help, jump in there and help. Who cares if you're a manager or not? Who cares? A little later on, what's his name? Branden went to Dominique's rehearsal. You know, she getting ready to go on the Rick Ross tour. And so he goes in there to see how she doing and talk to her or whatever. And, you know, he basically explains to her that we kind of got to chill out or whatever. She was like, so what we gonna do? We breaking up? He was like, nah, not really, but, excuse me. And basically something needs to give and stuff. And so, you know, they agreed to keep it cute at work. But we're going to see scenes in the next episode with Dominique saying she out. She out of OLG, so child. She really out because she booking gigs and stuff, which is good for her. So that's why I think she out. But that money gonna run out, Dom, you know. I don't know how much he paying y'all, but I hope you saving every penny. Child, speaking of working and stuff, Todd, he decided to go into the kitchen and cook and you know, work at OLG's for a day. The OLG's, Aunt Bertha, Aunt Nora, and Mama Joyce is the managers. And so the people that's going to be working is Todd, Kandi, Philip, Don Juan. Yeah. Todd, he, you know, couldn't keep up. He didn't know what the hell he was doing. It was a lot. It was a lot. Kandi, she was doing fine for the most part. And Don Juan and Philip, they was doing okay. But, you know, it's just, it's one of them things when it's too many chiefs and not enough Indians. It was one of those situations. Everybody want to be the boss. Everybody want to tell everybody what to do. And Todd got a real smart-ass little mouth, little man. He really do. He got a big head and a big mouth on him. I saw that and I was just like, he's snappy. But, you know, thank God for Kandi, because Kandi always brings him back to reality, in a sense. So that's good. Hey, that's why he liked Philip, because Philip is just like him, you know. But I actually think Todd is worse, low-key. Todd is just the person, the money man. He drops money into this, drops money into that. You know, you don't have to necessarily know anything about it or how to run it on your own. Or it's like people who, you know, buy salons and stuff. They may not be a beautician themselves. They don't know how to even wash hair. But, you know, they got the salon and, you know, there you go. Definitely that situation. But Todd came out of it respecting the people who work there a lot more, so that was good. Anything else happened on this episode? Aunt Bertha is still my favorite. Aunt Bertha and Brian are my favorite two on here. Two totally different people, and I like them for two totally different reasons, but they're both perfect. So yes, that was it, I think. No, last thing. Oh God. Safari, Patrick's girlfriend, Candy's cousin. Safari came over to Patrick's house, and, you know, Patrick loves Queen Safari. Very pretty girl. She is pretty, but she is not likable at all. Anyway, came over there to the house, and, you know, they're talking and stuff, and a little earlier, Kandi had came over there to see her in Melbourne, see the new place. She said she liked everything was nice, etc. But, you know, Safari, she added her touch to the apartment. She had her whole little peace corner and all kind of stuff over there. And Kandi was like, oh, Patrick, I mean, you a totally different person. Safari seemed like she running you. You gonna let that woman run you? And Patrick was just like, nah, cousin, ain't even like that. But, you know, I love her. You supposed to do what you supposed to do for your woman and all that stuff. And Kandi was like, I guess. So, you know, she went, Safari went over to the house, and Patrick told Safari what Kandi said, that she feels like that he is basically whipped and that he is not being himself now that he's with her. She didn't like that, child, but she didn't say nothing. And they both agreed to have the whole housewarming. Her main thing is that she just don't want Chandrika there. He stays in the back of the restaurant, don't he? Him in Melbourne. How is she not going to know what hell he stayed at some point? And then they all friends. They all hang out outside of work and stuff. Like, Safari, cut it out. Cut it out, child. You trying to keep tabs on that one woman, Chandrika. Patrick went into all kind of pretty girls every single day. What you gonna do? Get off your business at your job and go run and check on Patrick and see what he doing? If he gonna cheat, he gonna cheat. My God. So anyway, you know, I tell you, child, Kandi be paying for everybody's bills. They don't want none of Kandi. No matter what Kandi say, don't none of them say nothing, talk back or say nothing bad about Kandi, and I love it. So they agreed to the housewarming and all that good stuff. And later on, Mama Joyce took Safari to Kandi took Mama Joyce to Safari's business, you know, where she you know, basically melts the fat away electronically. And took Mama Joyce to go get a booty plumped up and all that kind of stuff. And so, you know, they talked a little bit then, and Safari was real nice and respectful and kind and loving. But, you know, everybody else, she shady and standoffish and everything else. So, child, who run the world? Kandi. With that said, I'm MrChalaki. MrChalaki on Google+. Follow me at @IsKingsworld on Instagram and Twitter. At @IsKingsworld89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. MrChalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later.